Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Texas's offense will start this game off with the football. And David, if you like big plays, and I know you do, and highlight reel catches, and I know you do, we've got a guy for you on this offense.
Man, it's so fun to watch him, not for defensive coordinators, defensive players, but this is a guy that can make plays all over the field. He will be highlighted, just the speed, the playmaking, the catching ability. Jesse, he will make plays early and often.
Man, it is so nice as a quarterback when you have a guy like that lining up, because you can just throw it anywhere in his vicinity and trust he's going to find a way to get it done and make the catch. Even when he's defended, he is always open, and you're going to see him line up all over the field, and he'll get the ball in a variety of ways.
Let's go. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Wingo. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's McCutcheon. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? 3rd down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day 1 install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
And the Longhorns have this offense rolling. They'll go with a direct snap. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. The give. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Simon. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
The Longhorns line it up with a 1st and goal. Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas!
How impressive has this offense been just hogging the ball? They've just been eating away at the clock. They've been matriculating the football down the field. And here they are scoring a touchdown on their opening possession. The opposing quarterback's like, bro, when am I going to get the ball? When do I get a chance to take the field? That was crazy.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Auburn's offense will have its first possession of the game. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's the handoff. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his man. It's Welch. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Dropping back, it's Knight. Snagged in the middle, it's Simmons. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
Gain of 15. And that's a first down for the offense.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Give to the back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Welsh. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. He's looking downfield to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their 1st sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. To the air on 1st down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the 1st play of the drive.
And the Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires on the move. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game, though.
Yep. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Knight. Pressure coming. Plucks it out of the air. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. North Carolina is down right now, but that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Pittsburgh. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game. Running more, throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Now the play fake. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The first snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Tight end now in motion. They'll go to the ground. Running to Green. Makes it past the marker. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Back to throw, it's Knight. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Get it out on the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
One of the things we love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Starts the drive trying to go up top. He's got him. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Loss of 3. Brings up 3rd down.
Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
And on that 3rd down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. So here comes the Auburn offense. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practice this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So
turning it on! He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. They'll immediately call timeout. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Catch in the middle, it's Simmons. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
I think everybody thinks when you say middle of the field safety, that's an easy responsibility. There's a lot of field in the middle, okay? I got to cover a lot of space. He does an unbelievable job covering space, breaking on the football, seeing the route, and going and getting the interception. Nice play by that safety.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking downfield on first down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Hey, quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites. You're going to look out there and that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
The play action fake. He fires to the left side. Picked off. Takes it the other way. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. We'll try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Looking to throw, it's Knight. Oh, they're after him. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's caught. It's Simmons. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Right on the money. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
This slot receiver is a
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Winston. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The offense lines up at its own 14-yard line. First down. Wants to go up top on first down. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wideout. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Simon. There he goes! A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
And the Longhorns are on the move. Back to the ground game on the left. Nice move to keep running. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Longhorns! And that one will give them the lead.
And they pay off the drive with a touchdown run, but what a drive. Almost the full length of the field, 98 yards. That's how you put a drive together when you're backed up on your own 2-yard line and get 6.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. North Carolina is down right now, but that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback. It's still a 1-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Pittsburgh. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. On the run, it's Welch. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. To the air, it's Knight. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They'll run play action. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. Hauls it in at the 25. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call.
Kicking team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Let's go. Right. Single.
The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Stanza. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quickly complete. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground. So here comes the Auburn offense.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth quarter lead. With the run on first and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game. That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we've got third.
If they can pay off this third and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Touchdown, Tigers! They move on top here in the fourth.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Blasted as he lets it go. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
And this defense has an opportunity to close this one out, right? Like, it's in the fourth quarter, you got the lead, a few more stops, and it's dub time. So pinning your ears back, rushing the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable is definitely job number one.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a miss.
Wants to throw. It's Knight. Fires left. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. That's reeled in. It's Simmons. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Auburn lines up quickly. Wants to throw it. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Under fire. Fires downfield. Complete to the right. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Auburn going to work with another 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Bringing the heat. Touchdown Tigers! Fit it in the window for the score.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
For the PAT. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Temple is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 15 over Navy. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He wants to go deep. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Getting knocked back to open this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Takes the handoff. It's Welsh. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Back to throw, it's Knight. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of saying, hey, we got to make sure we take him away.
He's got it. 1st down and more. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
I mean, how about it, guys, right? I mean, we're up here in the booth. We can't believe they decided to go for it on 4th down with the lead. We thought maybe, okay, he's just going to come up and try and draw him off sides and get a cheap one, get a cheap 1st down. But no, this coaching staff, they decided to go out and not just go for it.